Hello and welcome to Marotopia, a community of artists, producers, and sound lovers. I'm Marc and together with my dear friend Robert Babic, we played in the biggest clubs and festivals all over the world, like Tomorrowland, Berghain, Rex Club Paris, you name it. And we also released on great labels like Compact, Bedrock, and Systematic Recordings, just to name a few. Hi, Robert, how are you?
Hello, Marc. Nice to see you again. And today I have some help. My panda will give me some hints. But anyway, let's...
Yeah, of course. your panda is not to miss in your studio. Yeah. Yeah, and today for you Marotopians, we have 10 plugins we have chosen for you. Plugins we love and plugins we use. They are compiled in a randomized way, so it's a bit of everything, but I think it's very exciting. And towards the end of this episode, we have one free plugin for you. We would love to recommend to you, which you cannot miss at all. Right, Robert?
I hope so. I
hope
so.
Of course. The last plugin, the free plugin, is something not to miss for no one. Also not for us.
Free plugins are always nice, right? Yeah.
And it's a mix of everything. So there are plugins which are a bit more fun plugins. You will hear it later on. But let's dive into the source. So we start into the first plugin. You might know it, but we think that we should discuss it once again, as it is so essential. I'm talking about Soothe 2
must
from
have.
Oak Sound. Oak Sound.
Must have plugin, definitely.
So why is it a must-have plugin for you? Is it just to tame the 909 right, or is it more?
Actually, I don't tame the 909 right so much. For me, this... Actually, I use it just a little bit. So you can change the resolution to maximum 3 dB, and then it's really fine. So I use it as a dynamic compressor kind of plugin. Especially you can tame very in the bass region, it's perfect. Get the kick that it's not too boomy. Have the sub bass very well defined. This is Soothe is also perfect for this. And I don't know if most of you guys know this. Soothe have the sidechain feature, and for me, it's the sidechain number one. If I use any sidechain, because you can do completely invisible sidechain.
Okay, what is it for you? Rather a sidechain compressor plugin or rather a tamer for harsh frequencies?
For me, it's a sidechain. The sidechain function is super. Both. It's a must-have. Point. Must-have. Everyone should have this one. This is a modern production with, we have some alternative plugins these days as well that do kind of the same. Pro Q4 can have this, and there's also from Baby Audio something that can do this. There are a few plugins, but still, Soothe is the OG and my go-to plugin. It's in every track. It's simply in every track.
Okay, can you overuse Soothe?
Of course, very much.
Because, it was a rhetorical question, because we had already a few participants in our masterclass who put it on every and any track.
Yeah, the thing is, the secret about this is to go into... on the side is a little button, and you can go in the and change the display range of the reduction graph into precise. And then you simply cannot overdo soothe anymore, because then it's basically plus 3D, minus 3 dB. And if you stay maximum 2 dB in reduction, you are safe. You are really safe. That's even 2 dB is whatever, but you are completely safe.
And for which instruments do you recommend? No. Not for the 909, right? For which instruments would you mainly recommend the taming function?
Yeah, for anything that is maybe...
For vocals, right?
Maybe too harsh. Yeah, anything where you have the feeling that something is boomy, something is not clear, where you have the feeling the frequencies are overtaking. It's really a nice tool in the background.
Really. And for which sounds would you not necessarily recommend it?
If the sound is perfect, less is more. Always. No. I cannot give you any category, because every sound is different.
Yeah, but I can add that you should follow your feelings a little bit. I think there's no plugin in the world which is a solution for any problem. And for example, there is a joke behind the 909 right, because you can use Soothe 2 on the right, but you can also let it be. Because in the 90s, no one had Soothe 2. And when you produce techno, for example, there's also a certain charm that you have these harsh frequencies in the right or in the 909 open hi-hat. And of course, you can not tame them and let it happen, because it's techno music. So it's always a bit the question of taste, and not that you think,
you don't have to suppress.
I globally have to use it, because this is what that we learned from many participants of our masterclass, that they used it over everything, and this cannot be the solution. It's maybe good for the feeling, but we make techno and house, and not. We don't produce soundtrack music like Hans Zimmer.
Sure. You are right. It's okay.
I'm always right. Okay, so
because
before we jump into the next, leave a comment in the comment section if you want to see how we use Soothe 2. And then, of course, we will create a separate episode and show you on a screen recording how and why we use it.
By the way, if you don't follow us yet, follow us. There's a button. Follow and like.
And also the bell. Otherwise you don't. On YouTube, the bell. Otherwise you don't.
Just like us.
You don't get a notification. Okay, the next plugin is a bit more fun. So, and it's already an old plugin. I'm talking about the Dada Life Endless Smile plugin. And for those who don't know it, Robert, how would you describe it?
It's a kind of a simple multi-effect. It's one button that is having a filter, reverb, delay in like a macro knob, and then the animation is kind of funny. Actually, I don't.
Oh, come on,
it's not funny at all, but people like
it
Marc,
was funny.
Marc
it was funny.
We have to speak about this plugin because it's so funny. Okay, it's funny. No.
Now, what do you think about macro-style FX tools or one-trick pony solutions in general? Do you find them necessary, funny, unnecessary? What is your feeling about it? I mean, you are the sound daddy.
Yeah.
So
the thing is, the plugin number 3 that we wanted to talk about is actually like the grown-up version of the Dada Live plugin from Baby Audio Transit 2. And this is a macro effect toolbox where you have different effects and you put them on one knob and you can decide and make automation. And you have full control over everything. This Data Live thing was nice when it came out. It's quite old. Nothing changed since then. I think I deleted the plugin many years ago. Yeah.
What?
No way.
So okay, here comes my perspective. If you don't want to get bogged down in automation mountains and you are not really inspired at the moment, then use it. I mean, I also have it on my master track of my live show, and it's a one knob solution. I mean, when you are entering a break before the drop starts, I think it's a nice plugin. And the idea to combine filter, reverb, delay, and saturation into one trick pony is something you can do, and which is not forbidden. But now we come to the third plugin, because if you want to get bogged down into automation, then of course you need the baby Audio Transit 2,
Yes,
right?
that's what I said. It's the grown-up version where you have full control. You can control every parameter, every little detail, and this I use and love. It's perfectly for little transitions from one part to the next, for a little break in the track, or you have a sequence and then the sequence is breaking up for a moment or is drowning somewhere, and basically controlling a few different effects at the same time with one knob. It's much better.
Okay, any particular situation in your recent productions where you really loved it?
I can give you an example because it was released on Systematic, a label that we both know, made by this guy with the big muscles. Basically on Earthship, the break is transit. Yes. By the way, I'm drinking kefir and you probably some tea, right?
Fennel tea.
Fennel tea, okay. I'm completely into kefir at the moment.
For the good voice.
Kefir makes you better music. You will see one day.
Okay, so I haven't purchased Transit 2 yet. Do I have to buy it?
You try the demo version and see if it makes sense for you. For me, yes. I like it quite a lot.
Okay. Barbecue approved. Let's come to the next one. The SPL Vitalizer MK3 on Plugin Alliance.
Quite a new tool. Actually, it came out just recently. The Vitalizer is a hardware product from SPL, I think.
Yeah, which is around already for a super long time, 90s,
right? I think. And they created now the MK3 version. It's still around. They still develop it. And I didn't like the plug-in versions that came out before of this. But on like this time, Plugin Alliance really did a good job. The MK3 version of this Vitalizer has a certain warmth. Even everybody understands warmth in a different way. And clarity, I like it. It's like putting a little bit of makeup on your sound. It makes it a little bit better.
Yeah, and now we talk about the advantages of digital machines from back in the days. I don't know the exact year, but the SPL Vitalizer was released in the 90s, I think in the early 90s.
Yeah, quite old already.
And the good thing, I think it's the same with Weiss. We come to Weiss later. But for example, the Weiss de-esser or the Weiss Exciter, they are all coming from a time where there were 19-inch rack modules. And nowadays, they can easily develop them further in a plug-in version. And this is simply amazing. I mean, back in the days when you bought the let's say, Weiss de-esser, you had the Weiss de-esser and you had no update anymore. I mean, of course, I think from a certain point of time you could update this 19-inch rack things. But nowadays, I mean, when you have them as a plug-in, you get a notification, you update them, and then you have the hottest shit, right?
Yeah. And I mean, the advantage of the plugins is basically you can do maybe things that were not possible in hardware before.
Yeah,
where
exactly.
their plugins really have an advantage. Still, I mean, I'm sitting in a room full of hardware, and I love my hardware. We talked about this hardware stuff. We love it, but we also love the plugins. There's for a few years we had this discussion: what is better, digital or analog, plugins or hardware? It's over.
Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter anymore, because you have great tools in both worlds and shit tools in both worlds. There's also a lot of hardware that is basically worthless shit.
Okay, leave a comment in the comment section. Do you own an SPL Vitalizer? And have you maybe tried out the MK3 version plugin already?
No.
And maybe you know already more than us and can tell us a little bit about the difference between the hardware version and the latest version. And again, if you want to see a video about the SPL Vitalizer from us, leave a comment.
I mean, I have even the Vitalizer was based on, and I have this here in my rack, on the Aural Exciter from FX.
Oh, I had it as well.
And
I bought it in the beginning of the 90s.
Yeah, and I still use this one.
Wow.
And still love this.
Yeah. It's this gray, pink color combination, right?
They had many different models. Mine is gray. Gray, light gray and dark gray, yeah.
Okay. I think I had dark gray and purple. Anyway, before we jump to the next plugin.
Do you really want to keep producing tracks nobody plays?
We show you in Malta at our masterclass in Robert's studio how to stand out of the crowd. And we want to take your track to the next level. And we are more than happy to help you with this. So, February 2026 Marotopia Masterclass in Malta.
Yes.
What is the Vitalizer actually, Robert? What does it do?
Actually, it's simply...
it kisses the sound alive.
Yeah, it makes it gives you the impression that it's opening up the sound, and this opening up is basically creating overtones that adding on top, create overtones out of the material that you have. In simple words, it's kind of distortion mixed into the signal, and the distortion is creating overtones, but you don't hear the distortion. It's just slightly opening up of a sound.
And where's the difference to a limiter?
It's a completely different thing.
Yeah, but the limiter creates overtones as well.
A limiter should not create overtones at all if it's good.
But it does.
Yeah, but that's a different way of distortion. But you can compare it to an EQ, actually. I mean, the exciter was used instead of an EQ. In the EQ, you push the high end, but back in the days, when you push the high end, and we were recording analog, especially even way back when we were recording on tape, and you pushed and you take the EQ and push the high end, you also pushed the noise floor. With the exciter, you had the possibility to create this nice open feeling without pushing the noise floor. So it's but that's no. I mean, these days we have almost no noise anymore, right? So it's basically a tool. A shaper gives you a sound, a possibility.
Yeah, apropos possibility, we jump to the next plugin because there are new possibilities in creating Hall. And now we are talking about a very creative and innovative tool, which is called the adapter Marotopia. You can buy at Plugin Alliance. And Robert, what's so special and unique about the Hall of this tool?
Actually, I like this because it sounds not natural at all. It's really a reverb that sounds different and has some very interesting ways to manipulate the reverb signal. So
okay, Marotopia analyzes the sound, right?
Yeah.
And then offers you, based on the analysis, it offers you a special algorithm.
It's interesting, and also they have some functions where in a Q inside the reverb is almost standard, but here it's really good. You have shimmer. You have kind of a detune thing. So you have your reverb, you send a sound in, but you can detune the reverb, right? So things sound more big or different, or the reverb comes out. And then it has a very a function I never saw in any other reverb plugin, a volume shaper. So you have a sidechain function as well, or simply the tempo, and you can send in, let's say, the kick, and the kick is ducking the reverb inside the reverb plugin. So usually you need
this is sick.
Yeah. Or you can create like 16th shutter sequences inside the reverb. So it's cool. If you Marc, try it out. Really?
Yeah, what I find really interesting, and I will try it out, is this intelligent harmonic dampening function.
Yeah.
Because this auto clear function eliminates disturbing harmonies when they
basically
when another sounds enter. Right?
Right. So if some resonance is taking over, they can be controlled as well. It's super. Something like it's fresh. It's nice.
And I mean, when you have reverb tails which are really clear, I think that's always very nice. But have you tried it already out?
Yeah, I'm using this. I had this already on a few tracks. Yeah. For me.
Okay, can you give us once more an example where you used it?
Maybe on tracks that are
not sounds
released yet. So I.
But which sound genre? Plug sounds or pads or bass?
Pads, because I use this volume shaping. I really like this. It was super cool effect, and then together with the shimmer, you send in a very basic pad. And the reverb can be super complex. Super nice. Really.
Okay. So these were the 5 first plugins we wanted to discuss with you.
Yeah.
We will discuss another 5 plugins with you, but in the next episode. So stay tuned. We are here again next week with part 2 of our favorite plugins. And like always, the Marotopians know this already. Robert has the last word in our show. So, Robert, please let us know.
Okay. Some wisdom from Robert said. One day I make a T-shirt. Robert said, "Make more music to have a better world." See.